Hey traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for joining me. It's been a moment, it's been a while, it's been a very long while. I push out videos like this, as you can see in the thumbnail. So I'm going to give you guys a quick breakdown how I've been consistent for the month of January and how we have stayed 100% with all our trades. Few trades I've been taking this month, very few trades, and inside all we have been able to be in profits in most of the trades we have placed. So I'm going to go over to my chart and show you guys exactly the trade we placed and how we got into this trade. And if you have been missing my stream, this is an opportunity for you to join my stream if you're struggling as a trader and if you're looking to improve as a trader. All you need to do, if you find this video being helpful, is give us a like, share, and please subscribe to the page so we can grow. You can see this is a small channel, so we can grow, and that's all we are asking for. So see you guys in the video and let's get started.
All right guys, we are back to it, and you can see my chart already. I already have my displayed already, but I'm going to show you guys real quick from my analysis where I got into the trades from. I'm going to use that way to walk you guys through each trade I place in the stream, and one by one, so you know that most of the trades were being called out. So you can see on my chart, you can see I actually call out a buy stop on gold, 40 pip stop loss, and whatever it is. So this is the trade. This was actually the trade I called out on gold on this was the very first trade I called out was on the 13th of January, and it was a buy on gold. So this was exactly the trade and how it went down. So I called out the trade, and the trade moved, but this trade hit me at BE. But some people in the stream held on to the trade. There's somebody that actually told me he held on to the trade and he made money. So I'll just quickly run you guys down, and you guys are going to see that almost all the setup I entered had similar entries, similar, like I was looking for the same thing. I was being consistent with my entries, and that's how we're able to stay 100% so far this month. We have been trading for like barely 2 weeks or more, but it's been on point, and like I said, we've been 100% on our account. So let's go over the trade. So this was the trade. I noticed that gold, first of all, gold has been trending up for a very long time. So I noticed that after that there was a bit of a section, price was moving sideways, and I noticed we're in this range. Yes, we're trading the range and we made money off the range, but this was a BE for me. It was a break even trade. My very first trade was break even on stream. So what happened is I waited for price was dancing around here and created a resistance level. This was the resistance price created for me, and price has a support here that break below this level and came back inside the zone. So this was giving me kind of fake out setup. So I got, after I got price coming back above, and the price was create a resistance level where I can trade off. Then I got the resistance level, price coming back down, creating another small support at this level. This was the support price gave us. And when I saw the break of structure, from break of structure, the next thing I do, I looked at my left, what they have a range. Yeah, this was about 460 pip range. Knowing how good moves with a lot of volume, I know that if price wants to move my way, and with volume, with my win rates, knowing how good my risk reward and my win rate is, definitely I'll be catch some move from this. So I waited for price to what price reject downwards. So price came down flex, rejected to the downside with a bearish candle, and the moment price was flipping bullish, that's where I got into my positions for longs. That's exactly what I did. So I got into the position. Moment price moved 10 pips, 15 pips, I moved my stop loss to break even, but it came back down and hit me at BE before moving upward, and price moved around 680 pips. So this was a crazy move. This was basically because I had like a 40 pip stop loss on this trade. So price actually moved 2 to 1. So it would have been a good trade, but I happened to get stopped at BE because, like I said, some people actually made money. They held it. I think their stop loss was a bit higher or lower from my own point of stop loss, and they made money from it. So let's go back to the next one. Let's quickly move on to the next one and see when we place the next trade. So you see there was no trade for a while. We're just coming on stream, and this was the second trade. This one I make sure that I close something before anything happens. So I'm going to break down this trade. You can see it's almost the same similar setup. So you can see price was a bit still in the range. Price was trending downwards. You can see this higher highs break above, then just giving us like a change of structure. Price basically started creating lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, then came back up and failed to break. It did a double bottom and failed to break above this level. So and came back down. Came back down. Let me zoom in if you guys can see it. Came back down and created a support level pushed above. So looking at me, I'm a scalper. Most of you guys know I'm a scalper. I get into gold. I trade high volume, look to cash an opportunity, and I'll be in and out of the trade. So that's exactly what I was seeing, and that's exactly how I was coming into the market to place the trade. So I saw this candle. I waited for this candle patiently to close because this is what I wanted. I wanted this price to close bearish. Then looking at my left, have a range where price can cover. So that was the idea about this trade. So I waited for price to pull up. Price pulled up. I got where I wanted to put my stop loss, and the moment price flipped bearish. So this was how the trade was at the time I placed it. Price pushed up a bit and flipped bearish to the downside. So before it came back and rejected, so I got into my entries there, and price pushed down, and I was able to secure some profits while it came down. I quickly closed because I didn't want to have another break-even trade on stream. So let me make the whole streaming lively with a profitable trade. So I closed at 25 or so, no aligning trade run, just because I wanted to have a good win, and that was the beginning of a amazing month. That was the beginning of an amazing month. So let's go back to the next one. We didn't get the next trade for a couple of days, and this week was actually amazing. This week was actually amazing because most of our big trades happened this week. So let's go over to the trade. I think we got about 3 or 4 trades this week, and this was the first trade, but this show was not on stream because that day I couldn't stream. I had like network issue. So what I do, I just called out the trade and we made money for me. So this was it. You can see that gold started pushing up. I can see the massive push to the upside. So if I can calculate this move from here to here, you can see it's about 450 pip on gold, which was a very crazy move. The price got to this point. Let me zoom in on that so you guys can see where I'm working with right now. So price got to this point, and what did he do? It paused, hold on a bit, created a resistance level and pushed back down because that's what I wanted price to do. There's no how I could get into any opportunities with the way price is moving. I need price to actually take a deep breath and create a level where I can trade off. And that's exactly what you did doing London Open. So trade was exactly doing London Open. So I got a break of structure, price closing above, and it came back, just came down to retest the broken area. I just put my stop loss like below this level because if price wants to move, I don't expect it to do that. And then instantly I got 50. I closed this trade at around 50 pip with a 30 pip stop loss. So you can see that was it. That was exactly what happened in this trade, and using proper risk management. So let's go back to a couple of trades more. I think we had about 2 more trades. Hope you guys understand the idea. You can see it's always the same setup, always the same idea. I'm always looking to always the same idea, almost the same setup. I'm always looking to get into the market anytime I'm looking for any opportunities, anytime I'm looking for any trade in the market. That's the same thing I use to trade gold. So let's go over to the next one and let's see how that went down. All this trade was being called out in my stream. So if you have not been a part of my stream, this is an opportunity for you to just come and learn. Even though already have what you trade, just come and see what I do and learn exactly how we do this on live. So just come and say hi to the stream. Today was another beautiful trade on gold. Gold has already rallied up to the upside, and mind you, we're going to get. I'm seeing a possibility of gold hitting $5,000 in the next coming days. So let's see what happens. So price has pushed up again. Like I said, I can't just come to the market and start looking, just clicking buys. Price needs to take a deep breath and create a levels where I can trade off. So that's it. So this could be the only reason why I didn't consider holding this trade to the upside, because this point could be a change of structure, and you can see price with the big candle, there was a massive fall to the downside. So I noticed that most of the time, why price pop like this is always a retracement. You come and give you like 50%, 61% before going to the other direction. So I wasn't looking for a full TP. I was looking for half of the structure. If price can get half of the structure, I'm very okay with it. So this was our first big run out for the trade, for the stream so far this month. We closed this trade about 140 people. I'm going to put it up there so you guys can see this trade was actually 114 people on stream. So what we did is that price has pushed up and came back down and closed with a bearish candle, and it gave us a very strong engulfing candle. Price engulfed this previous bearish candle, and I waited for it. I waited for the next candle to see, because I can't just enter off this candle, because if I measure the candle, it is over 100 pips. So that was not my idea. So this next trade, I know some many traders will get into this from this next trade, but I didn't do that. I waited until you see how price reacted in the next candle before I know if I want to go in. So there was a massive rejection. Price pulled down a bit, almost 100% of the candle, and came back up and closed weak bearish. So this is one of the best entries I use. I call this a cellular play, one of the best entries for impulsive entry. So this was exactly what I wanted price to do. And the moment price did that, I just waited for price to just what, reject, give us a small bottom wick, make sure he gave us a bottom wick. And the moment price was flipping bullish and trying to break the highs, that was exactly when I got into the trade, and we placed the trade 50 pip or 140 pip. We closed at 140 pip. This was where we initially closed our first TP. I think our first TP was around 100 pip, and we had a little loaner to 140 pip to complete our runs. So that's exactly what we did in this trade. We closed at 140 pip on this trade. So the next one, which was just yesterday, Friday, the 23rd of January, that was where we had our last trade, which is the biggest so far on my stream. I don't think I've ever caught any trade, even when I trade news. I don't think I've ever caught any trade that went down for over 300 pip. So this was it. You can see this is exactly the trade. So if you notice, it's almost the same pattern with all my setup. I always come to the market to look for the same thing. I don't go around playing around. Let me try this, let me try that. I'm always looking for the exact same market condition, market setup, market, just basically price to do the same thing. So if you guys can check, you can check my shorts. I actually dropped a short video of exactly me trading this particular pair live, from the entries, what I was looking for, and how price got to where it got to. So this was initially what I was looking for on the 30 minutes. I started this trade on the 30 minutes. I draw my support level, and I just wanted price to close. What I wanted price to do was just for price to just close bearish below the structure like this. Then the next count to like give us a rejection and flipped. That was the initial opportunity I had on the 30 minutes. But then I decided to look at the 30 minutes, and I saw that 30 minutes, and we're just entering London section. So 30 minutes can actually do the move. I know there was levels here, but I wasn't minding those levels. If there's volume in the market, price will obviously drive. So that was the idea I got about this trade, and that's exactly what price. The price closed, pushed down a bit, came back up, gave us a structure, and instantly I got into my sales, got activated, and price pushed for over 300 pips, and we closed our full CP at 200. But after we closed, price for the more, and this trade just moved in less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, guys. That's exactly all the trade we have played so far this January. Like, so I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys learned one or two things from this video. I wish to see you guys in my stream. I wish you London session. Just come. You can check my page out. You can see how it is. Just come online. Let's trade together. Let's make some money together, and let's do what we know how to do best. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. See you guys in the next one. If this video was helpful, please do give us a like, give us a share, and subscribe so you don't miss out for any videos when we drop them. Peace and love.